Welcome to Pioneer Productions. In this video, I'm going to show you two interior modifications that I made to my 2019 Toyota 4Runner, which are not only very cheap, but actually enhance the quality of the interior of the car a ton. By far, the simplest upgrade that you can make to the interior of your 4Runner is just swapping out those halogen lights for LEDs. I got a pack of LEDs from Amazon for like $20. Covered every single light in the interior and also even on the license plate and the lights that come on when you put the car in reverse. I'll place a link to the bulbs that I got down in the description of this video, but honestly you can shop around and just figure out which lights work the best for you. I just went with a set that was pretty cheap overall and that had good reviews on Amazon, but if you want to shop around and find something maybe a little higher quality, then more power to you. The entire process of swapping out the lights took maybe 30 minutes in total. The only frustrating part of the job was just figuring out how to pop out the little containers where the lights are. But then once you've got that off, it's really easy to take out the old halogen bulbs and place the new ones in. Just be careful when you are removing those halogen bulbs, especially if they've been on for a little bit, because they can get extremely hot. But just swapping those out made a huge difference on the overall quality of the interior lighting. If you're getting in your 4Runner early in the morning, you're out on location, you're camping, it's really nice to have that really bright light. It can help you locate gear faster, or just in general, just make life a lot easier when you're basically living out of your car. The only tools that you're gonna need is basically just a pry tool, but even if you don't have that, you can get away with just using a Phillips head screwdriver. Just be careful to not crack the plastic that encases the light bulbs. But the next update that I made on the interior of my 4Runner was actually sound dampening. And I'm not totally done, so I'm gonna do a little bit in this video, but I'll explain what I did and what products I used. So far I've only done sound dampening in all the doors, but on the rear passenger side door, I haven't totally finished yet, so I'll take you along with me for that. All right, so step one on removing this rear door panel, all you're gonna need to do is pop out this little clip. There's a clip in here, and then there's one more down here. Use a pry tool to get that out. There. Once those are out, you just need to get a Phillips head screwdriver, screw, remove all those. So the one that's by the door handle is silver, so that one will be easy to keep separate. And then this one and this one look like that. All right, now that the screws are out, basically you're just gonna go around the edge, and there's a bunch of clips all around the panel. You just need to pop those out. It's gonna make a loud noise. That's good. We want that. Be gentle with this. You've got to give it some force, but you don't want to rip it off completely. There we go. And there's this weather sealing liner, and a lot of times it's better for the back door if it just kind of stays in there. Sometimes it'll come with, other times it'll pop it out. Let's see what happens. All right, so it stayed on, but I'll take it off for the re-insulation process. Now back here, it's hard to maybe see on camera, but just gotta lift that up and out, lift that up and out. And there's one more clip to deal with right here. Push that tab in. There we go. All right, that's that. So now the panel's off. Now that you can more so see what we're working with. So there's already been some dampening that went on there, but I'm gonna peel this weather sealing back, and I'll show you what all I've done to the interior of the door. So I got a big box full of this stuff from Amazon. I think I got 54 square feet of it, and it's a lot. It's plenty that I'm gonna need for the entire job in total. And I just cut up a bunch of pieces and just placed them up against the back side of this panel and pushed them in as tight as I could. I also have a roller, so I was able to go in and kind of roll in flat and make sure it is pressed in as hard as possible. What this stuff does is add weight to the door and just overall dampens the vibrations. This stuff definitely has weight to it, so when you put a bunch of it on the back there, not only is your door heavier, but it's definitely gonna be sound dampened. But now the next step that I'm gonna show you all in this video is I'm gonna be adding a foam pad in there over top of that. I've done it in all the other doors, but I haven't done it in this back one yet because I ran out. So this stuff, you can see it's just a little bit thicker. I'll peel off this backside, and you just cut this out and place it right on over top of that. This is more so insulation. It's not gonna do a ton of dampening, but it will insulate. So you're gonna manage the temperature better than car, and also it will do a little bit of dampening with the sound. So basically I'm just gonna go through, cut a bunch of pieces of this, stick it all as much as I can on the inside, and that's that. There's no real precise science to this. I mean, at least I don't really think that it matters all that much. Basically, I'm cutting out pieces that should be decent sized, and I'm gonna slide it up there, stick it in, and insulate the interior of this back door. Alright, so there you can see, gone ahead and insulated the entire rear passenger door. Only took about 5-10 minutes max. Getting the panel off was pretty easy, and you can see the end result. I layered it up pretty thick, most of the spots 2 layers, sometimes 3 layers. You don't have to do as much as I did, but I kind of like it and I wanted as much as I could. That's pretty much that. So next I'm just going to put this back down, seal that up nice and tight, and then I'll put the panel back on. Alright, so what I'm going to do to make this easier is take off this weather stripping. There's 3 seals. All you have to do is pop it out. Pop it out and pop it out. There we go. So I've got this. Let's see, it goes like that. Slide it in right there. Hear a click. Take your panel. Go ahead and slide these clips in. There first, green on bottom. White on top. Got that. Right now, should be simple. Clip, clip, clip. That looks good. That's a much easier way to put the door panel in, and now just go around. Pop all those clips in. Okay, should be good. Now your screws. Panels back on, nice and tight, and newly insulated. But there you go, guys. There are a couple things that you can do to your 4Runner to the interior to make it just a little higher quality. Down in the description below, I'll have a link to the LED lights that I put in mine. Also, I'll have a link to the sound dampening mat and also the sound dampening foam. Don't feel like you have to use those exact brands. There are a ton of other brands. It's all basically the same stuff. Trust me, it's worth it. The sound dampening stuff makes your car sound better, especially if you've upgraded the audio like I have. And the bright LEDs do make a big difference. If you like this video at all, let me know by tapping the thumbs up button. Also, if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn the notification bell on. If you haven't watched my previous modification video, be sure to watch that next. But with all that being said, I'll see you in the next video.